Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you are new here, your favorite problematic housewife. Today we're back talking about Miss Katie Joy without a crystal ball. Miss Victimhood Joy. So, I will link my other Katie Joy videos below, but as you guys know, I have been covering the drama between Katie Joy and Molly Golightly. Katie Joy has just been out here being nasty as usual. I mean, I haven't covered her in a few days, and it's like she's done how many Facebook posts? She's attacking Letitia, Vaughn's mother, Vaughn's father, Vaughn's stepmother. She's digging into their past. She's putting their personal business on blast. Now, I'm not going to show a lot of that because I don't want to further blast the stuff that is their past and personal shit, because I don't think that Katie Joy should be putting that out there. But just know that Katie is all over her Facebook, digging into their criminal history, making posts, blasting comments and posts from other family members who are having drama with Vaughn's dad and mom, and it's just gotten really gross and too personal in my opinion. And she's doing all this as a vendetta. Like, she is trying to get back at the entire family and Molly because they all called her out and didn't want to deal with her. Well, her latest post, she decides to throw the admin of the Justice for Fawn Facebook group under the bus. And that's what we're going to go over today. She's lying as usual, playing victim, and we're going to go over this post and just see how outrageous this is. Also, sorry in advance if you hear any kids in the background. It just is what it is. There is no time in the day where I don't have one child with me. So unfortunately, if that bothers you, I'm really sorry, but Charlotte on the web has done a ton of coverage on this. She's also keeping up with the Molly and Katie stuff. So I will leave her channel down below. She's doing a really good job. And then Cece Suarez actually did a live stream today. And it's possible that Katie Joy is about to go after her next. So I will definitely be keeping an eye on that. I will leave that live stream down below. And I will keep you guys updated if Katie Joy decides to go after her too, for her criticism, because we know how Katie is. So Katie Joy has just been on a rampage. She's being very vindictive and she's going after everybody. So now she's coming for not only Molly, Vaughn's family, but now she's going after the Facebook admins. And she says the truth always comes out. But this post was so stupid because it doesn't prove anything. It just made no sense. Admin of Justice for Vaughn publicly admitted last night that she loves Molly, aka Marissa, and asked her to help Letitia. Molly has said so many times the reason why she knew about this story is because the Facebook group reached out to her. Like, that's not a secret. She has said it many times. Last week, Tony reached out to me and wanted me to delete my posts about my concerns about Vaughn's biological family, their intentions, and trying to show both sides of the story. This was after almost 2 weeks of Marissa berating me, bullying, and lying about me on her lives. Okay. In this post, she is completely playing victim, and she's acting like she said nothing about Molly, okay? I will leave the first video that I did down below about Molly and Katie Joy, because she's trying to pretend here like she said nothing for weeks while she was being bullied, when the facts are, and the proof of the timeline is in my first video, where Molly had concerns about her sources, and she made a video saying she can't confirm a lot of the stuff Katie was saying, and it wasn't rude or disrespectful. She just said, Katie is saying all this stuff and I can't confirm that it's true. After that, Katie then goes on to post her mugshot and criminal background, doxes her name, and just starts talking all kinds of crap, saying that this is the person. I am no longer associating with Molly. I didn't know she was this bad. And ever since then, she's been continuing to post things about Molly and going back and forth with her. So Katie is not a victim. She was not being harassed and bullied. She was in a tit-for-tat internet beef with Molly. So again, she's a liar. She's a liar, and she's now trying to play victim because she's getting so much heat. And here's the thing. If she felt like Vaughn's family were scammers or something, that's fine to think that. But it looks really bad because she had no problem with anyone in the family. She was friendly with everybody. She was trying to control the story. She only decided to start attacking everybody when they all wanted nothing to do with her. And it looks really bad. And let's also remember, there's a man sitting in a coma right now. Whatever Katie Joy thinks about Letitia or Vaughn's father or anyone in the family, this is about a guy who is in a coma. And she is being so disgusting, trying to blast their personal business and get revenge because people don't like her. And the worst part of it is, not only is she on some personal vendetta against this family, but she's also playing victim. That's the worst, right? It's the worst. When someone is, doing nasty stuff and attacking people, going really low. Katie will go as low as she possibly can, and she will dig for whatever she can to use against people. But the worst part of it is, while she's doing that, she will gaslight and manipulate and lie and play victim and act like she didn't do anything wrong. She is a victim. She's the one who's being bullied and attacked. And like, those kind of people just irritate me so much. And what's really sad about all this is things have gotten so messy and complicated. It is going to prevent other creators and people from wanting to bring awareness and cover this story, because all of this fighting and drama and misinformation is going to be so confusing to other creators who maybe want to jump in and cover the story, and all of this other stuff is in the way of what the point of the story is and the sad situation that's happening right now. And like I was saying in one of my other videos, this is the problem with drama channels and commentary and people on YouTube like that. When they cover this kind of serious topics and situation, it gets so messy and misinformation gets spread, and it's just a really tricky thing to be able to cover stuff like this and not have it be derailed and turn into a circus. And Katie Joy does this with everything. She did it with the Long case, the Sophie Long. She did it with the Tati case, like I said, Gabby Petito. Anytime. This is what she does, and she completely ruins what people are trying to do, and it's just so disgusting. This is just so outrageous, you guys. During that time, I didn't respond to Molly. Are you serious? She didn't respond? She is the one who started going after Molly. Now, do I think Molly has had perfect behavior and everything? No. I wish that, like I said in my first video, that Molly had... But I won't pretend like I don't understand where she's coming from, okay? When you have somebody poking you and coming at you, it is extremely hard to ignore it and focus on what you're doing. It happens to me still. Like, even though I'm trying to stay out of drama, sometimes somebody is just coming at you and you feel the need to respond. And so I'm not going to judge people for that, because it's so hard. Unless you have another creator, unless you've dealt with another creator coming at you like that just over and over again, you can't really know what it feels like, because it's very hard to stay focused and stay to your content when somebody is constantly coming at you. Now, I will say Molly seems like she's trying to ignore Katie at this point. which is good. Which is good. And I feel like Katie is just poking and poking and poking, and she won't stop. And she's not going to stop because Katie right now is so angry. She thinks that her meal ticket was ruined. She thought this case was going to, launch her career further like she does with every other story. And it ended up not working out the way she wanted it to. So now she's out for blood. She's out for blood. She's out for revenge. And she's not going to stop until she ruins everybody. Like, that is what her mission right now is. To destroy everyone's credibility. She asked for a refund, which is awful. And the other thing that sucks is her subscribers, the people who like her, are also asking for refunds. And it's not fair to be putting out into the world that this whole thing was a scam. And when other people are going to believe you and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to get spooked. They're going to get freaked out. And they're going to think, oh my gosh, is this a scam? Like, I want my money back too. And that's really sad because this whole thing is supposed to help a family and a man who's in a coma. And Katie Joy is just doing everything she possibly can now to ruin this story. It's kind of like, well, if I can't have the story, nobody can. Because that's how vindictive and nasty she is. She's saying here that Tony, the admin, didn't care that she was getting death threats. It was part of her job. She rarely in my job do I get death threats. That's interesting. That's really interesting that she says she rarely gets death threats, because anytime she's in a drama, Katie Joy says she's being stalked and harassed, doxxed, bullied, and threatened with her life. She always says stuff like that. So for her to now say she rarely gets death threats, that's very interesting. She said she has anxiety at night because I know Molly and her people show up at people's houses. Now, that is true. Molly does that. But it's interesting that she says, I know they have no problem doxing, harassing, stalking, and trespassing. She literally doxed Molly. Molly made a video saying she couldn't confirm Katie's sources. And then literally like a day later, she was doxing Molly's entire criminal record, full name, mugshot, everything. She didn't know that Molly already has put that stuff out there, but she had malicious intentions when doing that. So it's really crazy to me that now she's accusing others of doxing. It is just so outrageous, the audacity that this woman has to say the stuff that she does. I mean, she just goes on and on about this post. Anyone who knows me know that I don't care about ego. She is one of the most egotistical YouTubers there is. Tony claimed she reached out to Molly and me. Then she claimed another admin was talking to Molly while she talked to me. Is there any wonder why Molly's tyrannical behavior has been allowed? Katie, what about your behavior? Why don't you check yourself before you wreck yourself, girl? Because you need to be worried about the crazy stuff that you're doing. You need to be worried about trying to get revenge on a family who has already been through enough. It's just so gross. It's atrocious. And the thing is, what is the point of her posting all this? Nobody cares. This is why nobody listens to what she has to say. Nobody cares about what she has to say or her justification or her excuses or her playing victim. Nobody cares. Then she's going on and on about how it's not typical for families to only want to speak to one blogger. It doesn't make sense why she's doing this. And it's not that strange. If the family feels comfortable with Molly, that's who they're going to want to talk to. They are not obligated to talk to Molly and Katie and anybody else. I understand that, people don't like Molly, and that's fine. But you can't blame the family for wanting to talk to Molly. You can't. That's just what they want to do. And that's who they feel comfortable talking to. You can't force them to talk to every creator and reporter on the internet. That would probably get overwhelming. If you guys think about it, it's not that strange. Imagine having your family member in a coma, and then you have to talk to Katie Joy privately, Molly privately, Sherelle privately, any other creator privately. That's a lot. That is a lot of questions to answer. That is a lot of different people to update on what's going on. It makes more sense that they felt comfortable with this one person, and that's who they are giving updates to. I can totally see that. That is not some crazy outlandish idea. Katie Joy is just mad that it's not her. That's what this is. Because she had no problem with her source. Remember, guys, she didn't think it was weird that her source only wanted to talk to her. She was fine with her source only wanting her to use the clip for her channel. Okay? She didn't think that was weird, right? If the family only wanted to talk to her, she wouldn't think it was weird. So cut the shit, Katie. Like, we all know what you're about. Like, she needs to just move on. She needs to just take the hit, keep covering whatever she covers, because she's digging herself deeper, and she really should just move on from this whole situation. Because, I mean, if people didn't already hate her before, they do now. And I'm one of those people. I was one of those people who, like, didn't hate Katie Joy. I don't hate anybody. But I still gave her a chance because I did enjoy her Sister Wives content. I did watch her Duggar content. And even though she's made all these mistakes in the past, I'm like, okay, well, she's not as that evil. I'll still watch her stuff. But now I'm completely done with her after what she did to this family. I will never watch anything she puts out again. So she has lost a lot of people who were still giving her a chance and watching her stuff. So she needs to just quit already because she's digging herself a grave. She then posts a screenshot of the admin saying that they love Molly and contacted Molly. I'm not sure why that is some crazy expose. Like I said, Molly has said many times the Facebook group contacted her about this story. And I think she's trying to push that, oh, well, see, they like Molly. That's why they're allowing her to do this to me. Girl, you are doing this to yourself. Again, stop playing victim. And again, Katie is literally exposing herself. She tries to post this DM exposing the admin, which is just gross. Like, this admin is trying to do a good thing for this guy. And again, she doesn't care. It's all about her. The admin said, Katie, I'm coming to you and asking you for you to please stop with the drama. That shouldn't be the focus here. As long as you fire back, it's going to continue. Please delete that post and just stop. Be the bigger person. Show people that they are wrong about you and ignore it. And she said, nope. I'm done with Molly's bullshit. You come to me to stop the drama. So she's refusing to stop. She literally just blasted herself and showed that even though the admin is saying, like, hey, this is not what our group's about, you're causing drama, you're derailing the story, Katie didn't care. And so she literally exposed herself. She didn't expose the admin. She's exposed her damn self. This is that arrogance that Katie has where she really thinks she did something exposing these DMs when all she did is prove further what a shitty person she is and how gross she is. Again, Katie is not doing anything here but showing that the admin was contacting Katie and another admin was contacting Molly to stop. And Katie said, but Molly can act this way while all your admins praise her. And the girl said, another admin is talking to Molly while I talk to you. So the admin wasn't just telling Katie to stop. Another person reached out to Molly to try to talk to her. So clearly, the Facebook group wants both of them to stop, and Katie wouldn't. She refused, and she's still been going to this day, up until a few hours ago. She doesn't care. And these DMs do nothing, like I said, but expose her. These DMs expose her. It just shows that the admin wanted to focus on Vaughn, and it was trying to stop the drama. But Katie will never, ever just open her freaking mind for 2 seconds to hear that. And that's the thing with Katie. She could save herself a lot of grief if she actually listened to the criticism and the feedback. As a creator, especially doing commentary and things like that, You're going to get criticism. You're going to have people who don't like what you're doing. Now, do you have to, just put up with hate and nastiness? No. But if people criticize me, I try to take it in and think and reevaluate, like, what am I doing here? What could I be doing better? Katie doesn't do that. She just plays victim, attacks people, lies, and it's really crazy how she is not acknowledging the lies that she was telling. There are multiple clips and screenshots of her spreading misinformation. She literally said Dre strangled Vaughn. And then she wonders why people get upset with her. It's just so frustrating. And at some point, like, I do stop covering Katie because it just gets to the point where it's like she doesn't care. What's the point anymore? She doesn't care. She's never going to change. And it's just so outrageous. So I will keep an eye on Katie Joy to see if she does start attacking Cece Suarez. Apparently she went after Charlotte on the web, which I didn't even know about. I kind of took a break from the anti-KJ community kind of stuff and Katie Joy stuff, and I just wasn't watching any of it because I was focusing on something else. Like, I try to move around places on my channel just so I have other things I'm talking about. And it's only because I'm interested in so many things. You know what I mean? So I'm like constantly watching different things, and I wasn't paying attention to what was happening in that community for a little bit, especially after the Roadhog stuff. I took a break from like that whole side of the internet because that guy is just too much. So I also heard recently that apparently Katie Joy doxed, I think, the channel All Things Sassy. All Things Sassy's husband. So she's doxed Charlotte. She doxed All Things Sassy, which I didn't know about that either, which is messed up. So it's crazy that Katie Joy has the balls to start calling other people doxers. So that's all I have for you today. Of course, I will keep you guys updated if anything else happens. I'm looking into some other stuff to talk about too, so watch out for that. And I hope you guys have a good day. Please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.